بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome back, my dear students, in this English lesson. What are we going to do in this lesson? So before we had enrichment number 1, 2, 3, and today we are going to take enrichment number 4. But before we start with the lesson, let's take a look at the previous homework. What were you asked to do and what did you do about it? So we were asked to write 2 sentences using the word some and 2 sentences to use the word any. Now, let's take a look at the table here. We have some and any on the table. So let's take a look at the first one. There are some sandwiches on the plate. Here, let's take a look at the structure of the sentence. There are some sandwiches. We said that with the word, with sentences, affirmative and negative sentences, what are we going to use? For affirmative sentences and offering, we're using the word some. For negative sentences and in questions, we are going to use any. Here for some, let's take a look. It's an affirmative sentence. There are some sandwiches on the plate. Now, what about the second sentence? It's a question. So, would you like some tea? Here it's a question, but it's an offer. Because it's an offer, we use the word some. Would you like some tea? Would you like some water? Would you like some, and you can write anything you like if you're offering in the question. So let's take a look at the word any. There aren't any cookies in the jar. There aren't any cookies in the jar. It's a negative sentence. So because we have aren't, we use the word any. It's because it's a negative form. Now, how about this one? Are there any donuts in the box? Are there any donuts in the box? So here I'm asking a question. Are there any donuts in the box? So because we're asking a question, this is not an offer, we use the word any. Now, let's take a look. What are we going to do in this lesson? So for this lesson, we are going to connect ideas to supporting details. So how are we going to connect main ideas to supporting details? And we are going to use connecting words and, but, and because correctly. We have many linking words, but we're going to focus at these just like we took a look at it in Unit 3. So let's start here. So every time when we are looking at a text for writing or for reading, what are we going to focus at? We're going to take a look at the topic of the text or the topic of the paragraph. And then we are looking at the main idea for the text or for the paragraph. And then we are going to find the details that supports the main idea. So we're talking about, we have a topic first, then a main idea, then the details that give us more information about the topic. Like what? Here, I chose a text for you from your book about the air modeling. So do you remember when we talked about air modeling? It was a pastime activity. So now, we know air modeling, but we want to see what is the topic here, what is the main idea or the topic sentence here, and what are the details that we can find in the text that can help us connect the details to the main idea. Now, and we are also going to see how are we connecting these ideas if we're changing the words in the text. So let's take a look. So here, the title of this text is Sky High. So, and we can see in the picture a model of an aircraft or a model of an air model. So this is called an air model. So let's listen to the audio here. Listen to the reading text and find the topic, the main ideas, and underline some details. Now, when you're reading this, if there are some words that you don't know its meaning, I want you to underline it so you can see, can we find the meaning in the context? Can we understand the meaning from the context? If you couldn't understand the meaning of the context, that's okay. You can look for the meaning later. Now, let's take a look.
Air modeling is an exciting hobby. It attracts people of all ages. They all have one common interest, the love of flying small-sized airplanes. Most people no longer fly the old elastic propelled planes, and they no longer fly planes that are attached to two cables and that fly in circles around them. Nowadays, with the advance in technology, the big thing is radio-controlled airplanes. These models fly like real aircrafts and are an air modeler's ultimate dream. People control the movement of the planes through radio signals. Air models can even perform aerobatics in the sky.
Let's take a look at this word here. So here, air models can even perform aerobatics in the sky. Now, we talked about air modeling, but I don't know the meaning of aerobatics in the sky. So aerobatics, from the context, now we understand that aerobatics, that means doing circles or some kind of performing on the sky using these air models. See? So here we found the meaning of the word aerobatics. We understood the meaning of the word from the context. Now, let's take a look. So here, the topic is what? So the text, all of the text is talking about what? It's talking about air models, right? Now, what is the topic sentence or the main idea in here? So the topic is air modeling. Now, the main idea or the main thing about this text is what? Air modeling is an exciting hobby. So in the text, they're saying that this is an exciting hobby. But what are the details that will support the idea of air modeling being an exciting hobby? So here, let's take a look. The advance in technology made air modeling fun. So we understood that this detail supports the main idea here, that air modeling is an exciting hobby. Why? Because the advance in technology made it fun. And also, it looks like real aircrafts. Why it's an exciting hobby? Because it looks like real aircrafts. It's like you're playing with a real plane, but it's just a model. And also, what is another supporting detail here? People can control the movement of the model. So when they are playing or performing or using these air models and they look like real aircrafts and controlling it, that sounds like fun and exciting. So all of these are reasons or the details that can support this idea of air modeling being an exciting hobby. Now, this is just an example. So here we talked about air modeling being a fun thing or an exciting hobby. Now, in the text, if we're changing some of the words, what are we going to use? We can use linking words. So we're linking the details to the main ideas with linking words. Linking words can be many words. Not only we can't count it, so it's not limited. So here, let's take a look at these examples here. So linking words can connect ideas to supporting details for like in here some examples, like the words such as, like, for example, for instance. So here are all for example and for instance have the same meaning, especially and because. All of these are going to connect the main idea. These are words that we can use to connect main supporting details to the main idea. Now, we want to use it here, but how are we going to use it, and are we going to use it correctly? So let's see. Here we have such as, like, for examples, for instance, especially, and because. Can we use these words to connect ideas? Let's take a look. So here I have the first example for you. Air modeling is an exciting hobby. So, because there are different kinds of air models. So here, because there are different kinds of air models, this is a detail, right? We connect it to the main idea, which is air modeling is an exciting hobby, using the word because. Now, what is the meaning of the word because? Why did we choose the word because? Here, let's take a look. Air modeling is an exciting hobby because there are different kinds of air models. So here is the reason. So we use the word because to connect this detail or this reason to the main idea. Now, how about this part here? We changed some of the words in the text, but we are paraphrasing or summarizing some of the text in these sentences, and we use these words such as, and, because, these linking words to connect the ideas to the main idea, the details to the main idea. So here we have, people are not using the old air models. So this is also a topic. So why? Or here, let's take a look. People are not using the old air models such as the elastic propelled planes, and no longer fly planes that are attached to two cables and that fly in circles around them. So here we have two connecting words. What are they? Such as, and we have the word and. Now, why did we use the word such as? For what? So people are not using the old air models. So here, old air models, here are some examples. Such as what? Such as the elastic propelled planes. This is number one. And also, we use the word and to connect two similar ideas. So the elastic propelled planes, this is one. And the second one, they no longer fly planes that are attached to two cables and fly in circles around them. This is the second one. The elastic propelled planes, this is the first. And the second, the planes that are attached to two cables. So here we gave two examples, and we connected two examples together, two similar ideas, using the word and. Now, how about this one? There are new kinds of air models because of the advance in technology. Why do we have new air models? So why can't all air models be the same? Because of the advance in technology. This is a reason. So we connected this reason to this idea using the word because. So now let's take a look. So here we saw some of the connecting words. Let's try to use it. Fill in the sentences with suitable linking words or connecting words. So here, let's read the first one. You must take an umbrella with you today. Here we have space. It is going to rain. So what are we going to use here? So you have to take the umbrella with you today because it's going to rain. This is a reason. We use the word because to give a reason. Now, how about this one? I love playing sports. And then which word are we going to use here? We have football, basketball, and baseball. So football, basketballs, and baseball are all kinds of sports, right? So I love playing sports. So what are we going to use? Such as. So I love playing sports such as. So examples here. Football is an example. Basketball is an example. Baseball is also an example. So these are examples for sports. Now, how about this one? A writer can write articles for newspaper, magazine. So newspaper and magazine. So what is the connecting thing? Well, look at the newspaper and magazine. So they are similar. That's why we are using the word and. So a writer can write articles for newspapers and magazines. So here are two similar things. And here are all examples for one thing. That's why we use the word such as. And here we use the word because to give a reason. Now, let's take a look more at these linking words that we took a look at in Unit 3. So we have the word and, but, and because. Okay? So when are we going to use it? We are using the word and to connect words and ideas which are similar. So similar ideas or similar words and similar ideas, we are going to use the word and to connect it. So here we have guys specialize in living room and dining room furniture. So living room and dining room are kinds of furniture, right? That's why we are using the word and to connect these similar words together. So how about an example? I want you to think about an example for this. For example, I love playing football and basketball. So football and basketball are kinds of sports. They are similar. I love playing both of them. So that's why I use the word and, because they are similar. Now, how about the word but? When are we going to use the word but? We are using the word but to connect contrasting ideas, opposite ideas. When we are contrasting two ideas together in a sentence, we will use the word but. Like this: Martin likes working on ships. So something he likes to do. But he doesn't like working every day of the week. So in the sentence, something he likes and something he doesn't like. So here, Martin likes working in the ship. So this is the first one. In the second sentence here, we connect in the second sentence, which is something he doesn't like. These are not similar ideas. That's why we are using the word but, because these are contrasting ideas, opposite to each other. Here we have the word because to give a reason for something. Like this: Martin's job is very exciting because he travels all over the world. Why it's an exciting job? Because he's traveling all over the world. This is the reason. So now, do you know how can we use the word and, but, and because? Let's take a look at these examples here. So choose the correct linking words for the sentences, and why did you choose this word? So here we have number one: writing a story is easy, flying air models is fun. So here we have, what are we going to use? Are we going to use this? Writing a story is easy and flying air models is fun. So it's different. So it's not, what can we use here? It's different ideas. So something easy and something fun. What are we going to use? We're using the word but. So this could be, flying air models can be hard, but it's fun. So writing a story is easy, but flying the air models is fun. It's a bit difficult, but it's fun. So here we use the word but because these are contrasting, could be contrasting ideas. Now, let's take a look at the second sentence. The man must rush to work. He is late. What are we going to use? And he's late, because he's late, or but he's late? Now, I want you to tell me, why must he rush to work? Because he is late. This is the reason. Why is he rushing to work? Because he's late. He doesn't want to be more late and go to work. He doesn't want to go to work late. That's why he's rushing to work. So why is he rushing? Because he's late. This is the reason for rushing to work. Now, how about the next one? My favorite sports are football and but or because basketball. Let's take a look at the word football, basketball. Are they contrasting? Is it a reason for, is basketball a reason for football? No. So these are similar ideas or similar words. That's why we are using the word and. My favorite sports are football and basketball. Now, what did we do in this lesson? We connected ideas to supporting details, and we used connecting words and, but, and because correctly. Now, I want you to think, when are we going to use the word and? To what? You're using the word and for similar words or similar ideas. Basketball and football, apples and oranges. So these are kinds of fruits. So similar ideas, similar words, we are using the word and to connect it. Now, how about the word but? And I want an example. So if we're connecting contrasting ideas, we are going to use the word but. Like what? I want you to think of an example here. So, just like Martin, he likes working in the ship, but he doesn't like to work every day. In the sentence, something he likes and something he doesn't like. So that's why we use the word but. How about the word because? When are we going to use the word because? We're using the word because to give a reason. Bring your umbrella today because it's going to rain. We are going to use the umbrella because it's going to rain. So this is a reason. Or think about a sentence where you can use the word because. Like what? So you must sleep early because you have to wake up early in the morning. So this is a reason. Why are you going to sleep early? Because you have to work in the morning early, or you have to wake up so you can go to school early. Now, so connecting the ideas to the supporting details, what did we do in the text? We saw the text, the main idea, with the topic of the text, the main idea, and what are the details to support this idea. So when supporting the ideas, we can use linking words such as, for example, for instance, to connect the details to the main idea of the text. So this is what we do. What we did today: connected the ideas and supporting details, and we used connecting words and, but, and because. Now, for your homework, what are you going to do? I want you to write about your dream job. Use the linking words and, but, and because in your paragraph. So this time I didn't give you questions so you can answer it. I want you to write whatever you like about your dream job. But the condition in this question, you have to use the linking words, these linking words, and, but, and because. So to connect similar words or ideas, use the word and, but for contrasting, and because to give a reason. For example, if you're choosing one job, I want to be a teacher because I love teaching children. So this is a reason. I want you to do the same thing. When you're writing about your dream job, give us a reason. Here I did put 3 pictures. These are just examples if you didn't choose your dream job, and that's okay. So if you already chose your dream job, I want you to write a paragraph about it. The only condition in this homework is using these words. And thank you very much, my dear students. Thank you very much for listening, and we can check the homework later.